What's up? G Blak with the final shot, excited to present a lesser known classic, XII Zeal, formerly known as XII Stag. Take to the skies on what initially feels like fair play after consuming your first credit. But like most STGs that originate on arcades, you soon discover the first minute or so was only a warm-up. This is XII Zeal, but things get real quick. XII Zeal. Triangle Service shown little mercy on this project. No storyline and no way to gain extra lives. You got 3 lives against hordes of bots, airships, tanks, and more sophisticated enemies of the mechanized type. Your ship has the ability to attack in all directions. The Vulcan shot can be charged up to 4 levels, followed by your thruster that protects your rear, your 6th. Then we have your side attack, our most powerful attack, requiring the player to flick the joystick right or left to use. The rapid side attack appeared in later versions of the game, which I can imagine reduced the wear and tear on the hardware and the player, I suppose. You see me take advantage of this feature with no hesitation, working smarter, not harder, at least this time. The inclusion of a rapid feature nerfs the difficulty, as I demonstrate on the second boss, Red Sky. So what about Blue Sky? Well, like the rest of the Zeal series, 12 has its share of secrets and things to discover that alters your playthrough. But let's get into this. The story goes, developer Toshiaki Fujino, a former Konami employee, found himself sitting on a bench at a park thinking of a game title. He used the park's name, Juni Sodori, with Juni meaning 12, using that as the first part of the title. The street the park resided on had sentimental value considering most of Toshiaki's former employers resided on that same street. Near the park was a historic area and landmark, the Yodobashi Bridge, or Stagnant Bridge, hence the name Stag in the original. XII Stag and Delta Zeal, formerly known as XII 2020, were being developed simultaneously and were released months apart in the same year. These two games have more in common than its successors, XII Zeal and XII Zeal. Zeal is a more appropriate title for the game, considering there's nothing stagnant about it as we arrive to the third boss. Anything close to stagnation that I observe only occurs during the continue screen and when the credits roll. Clearly, survival is the approach as shown from our brute force playstyle. I initially attempted a more conservative approach, executing side attacks manually while trying to refrain from using bombs, but that wasn't working for me. Stage 4 is another stage with an alternative boss encounter, depending on if you maintain a multiplier of 12. And yes, that's right, the multiplier is a key triggering different routes and confrontations, making what's hidden easily discoverable. So right now we are picking apart what is considered Boss 1. And things can conclude after decimating this ship, depending on the conditions I stated earlier. Unlocking the battle with the true boss is worthwhile, and actually my favorite segment of this whole game. Triangle servers deal well, capturing the exhilaration and the sense of scale between a small ship versus the larger ones. You gotta love that music in between stages. Something the Zeal series does properly, with of course Delta being my favorite. The graph you see between the stages just indicates how your score matches up to the player with the highest score. It's an ideal soundtrack for all the mayhem that's going on. You can thank the composer, Hiroshi Naoto Tanabe, for their catchy tunes throughout the series. As things get pretty intense moving forward, I will close on this stage, but the saga continues with the final shots Delta Zeal video, released alongside with this one, and led by my counterpart, EX Master. Check it out. This is the last stage that contains any alternate routes or secrets. Stage 6 through 8 are linear and straightforward, evident of the constraints faced to finish development. The graphics were not compromised. Some of the nicer details and enemy designs are found late game. 12 and XII Zeal have some exceptional enemy designs, which I feel is often overlooked. Now coming up is Stage 6, the most challenging in my opinion. I caught some heat on that one. And both Stage 7 and Stage 8 feels like they can be bonus stages. But don't celebrate just yet. Enemies and bullets still can catch you off guard. Stage 7's boss fight could be the most challenging, which is why I get aggressive and take it out. No time to tango. Then it's the final boss, where I finish things off by shooting love like a cupid. Until next time, it's G Blak signing off. Oh, and stick around after the credits roll for a little something extra.
Usage none.